So wait. We're starting this?
Yes, we are.
Like now?
Now.
Where do I look? Over here?
Dad.
What?
Get a grip.
Where do I look?
Oh my gosh. Hey guys, welcome back to Podcast Babes. It's Sid Cam, and clearly this is my father.
Where am I looking? Over here?
Dad. Oh my gosh.
Over here?
Come on!
All right.
Get it together.
All right.
Yeah. Today's topic wasn't even picked by me. It was picked by my dad.
You know why? Because there's little things out there that bother me about you kids. I love my daughters more than anything. I got this one, and you know when they come out, they're this big, and you hold them and you hug me like, I love this one. Baby's beautiful. I don't know how I'm going to be without her. She grows up. Next thing she's running, walking. Next thing you know, she's telling me to F off. I love her, but you know I brought her into this world. I could take her out, right?
That's such a parent saying.
It is, no, but it's true. Because in the end, I'm like, oh, I love her so much. There's nothing I could love more than you right now. Then they tell me, look at me like, go to hell. It's like, it's wrong. I love it more than anything. But, you know, there's something that you brought me onto lately that is really kind of cool. Is I've never had TikTok till about a week ago. So...
He was so against it. He's always making fun of me. Like, if I'm laying down on the couch for not even 2 minutes, I just sit there. He goes, oh, here you go again with your finger thing. And he'll just go like this and just...
Yes, because that's all we see as parents, this. Dad. Oh, shit, somebody's calling me. Not important. This is more important, of course. So, see, notice I did that? This is more important than you answered. Oh, hold on. No. She'd normally just blow me off.
That's true.
But all right. Now, back to what we were saying.
We're talking about,
TikTok.
The topic is the generation.
Yes,
basically.
the generation gap, we'll call this.
You guys just don't understand. You guys understand to a certain point,
no.
I think. But within our generation, like, you can't fully understand unless you're in it. Like, you're us, you know?
Every father's going on this thing if they're listening to this. No, because we don't get it. But let's go back. I don't mean to go off topic here, but listen, she puts me on this TikTok thing, and her and my other daughter, and I start thumbing through it, and I'm like, what the heck is this? I watch one, watch the other, I'm like, okay, this is kind of cool. Then they have different backgrounds for some of the girls. Oh my God, go away. Hold on.
Oh wait, it's Mom.
Oh shoot.
Oh my God.
Hold on.
Mom, I got this on video, his reaction. He almost tried to decline your phone.
I would not do that.
You're so screwed. It's on video. I'm sorry. I got the proof.
All right. I hope I'm not in trouble. No. Goodbye. I think I'm in trouble, but...
He is so in trouble
I think
after
so.
that.
I'm sure I am.
Oh my goodness.
Been married almost 30 years, and that's what happened. So, but, again, why can't we just stay in town? So, I am... Is there something wrong with this?
No, don't touch it.
Oh, sorry. So... I'm flipping through this, like I was saying, and then I see some videos. Everybody wants to be, you want to have this person. I love this person so much. There's all these stupid things. And then all of a sudden, you got to hit it twice if you really want to get to the second part of it. It's kind of like mean or teasing you to get to the next level. What is that? You know what?
Those get me too. Like, I'll be watching a cop video.
Yeah.
Like, I love cop videos. Those are my thing on TikTok, like watching all those true crime or whatnot. And it'll be like, swipe for part 2, and it's robot, and then it'll lead you sometimes not even be the part 2. It's just like a...
Right, it goes to something else they did that you don't care about.
Yeah, like nothing even tied to what you were just watching, so it's, that's annoying. I get that.
So, again, thumbing through it, and then I see, somehow I get to, I don't know how, but I'll get to some of your videos and some of Casey's videos, and then I see this, and every parent, I'm going to do this, and please don't laugh, but this is what I see. They're lip-syncing, first of all, badly.
Parents?
To a song. No, this is what I see. I see my daughter or kids, all kids in general. There's two of them, either like each other like this, and they're going, and then the phone's going like this around here, and I'm getting dizzy because they're going, backgrounds are changing. I'm like, what the hell is this? I'm going to give a stroke. What is?
Dad,
why do you have to move it around? If you're doing something like that, just talk.
You know, you think TikTok's bad? If you would have had Musical.ly, that was like, you would think you're watching, like, no, you would actually think you're having a stroke if you,
But I don't get it. So is that supposed to make you girls look, like, desirable? Is that what it is? More desirable? To have the different, because you can't keep it alone and it's sitting there. So, been having it over a week now. And I've just stopped going through it. And then you know what? The sad part is I'm going to tell you this, but I'm not going to just agree with it. I was doing it for an hour. I'm not going to admit this, but let's cut this part out. We're going to cut this part out. No.
Let's go right in.
So, but they do so many different things. So it's like somebody's getting run over, somebody's jumping over a car, somebody's doing it's.
Oh my gosh! There's trends. There's this one trend. I don't know if you saw it, where people stand how much do you trust, like, your person, or like it could be, I think, anybody. I'm not sure, but it's a trend. How much do you trust that person? And it's you stand in front of the car zooms up and stops right in front of you.
Oh, that's smart. Hey kids, that's a trip to an emergency room that your parents don't want.
See, I don't know. See, I don't do those trends. I don't know what's wrong with people.
It's stupid. It's not a trend. It's dumb. I trust you.
Yeah, it's somebody you don't like.
No, but there's 5 kids sitting on a nice L-shaped couch. They're all on their phones, either flipping TikTok or text. I go, so what are you guys doing? Simple question, right? Didn't really want the answer.
But
they're talking to each other. Not a damn sound in the room. Nothing. Not a sound. I go,
no, I don't do that. Like, okay, I'm the only person because I'm like the youngin' of the friend group. Like, I'm the little bee. And I'm usually the one that's kind of on my phone. But like, when I'm with that friend group and like we're all together, we're not on our phone. We're more adventurous.
So
I'm serious.
So
I'm trying to not be on my phone because I want to live in the present. Because I feel like people's perception of that is like, I was thinking about it when I was in the car today. I feel like people think life is through the phone. Like, that's what life is, and like this is life.
Is not what it is. Exactly.
I know, but like that's what people. Like, I don't know, it consumes so much of their time. Like, now we have communication problems in this generation. It's honestly concerning.
All right, that leads me to my next thing that really irritates me. Okay? Why?
Oh, no.
Why do they text each other, and then let's assume a boy, it doesn't matter who it is, goes, he said this back. Sure. They both go like this. And then she points back to hers. And you go, what do you think he meant by that? What do you think he meant by that text back? I don't know. Did you ask him?
Oh yeah, people will not ask.
What is the first of all?
I don't know.
Let me say this.
It's like a waiting game.
Your generation,
I don't know.
You can't respond too quickly because it's considered this. You tried to tell me this once. I'm trying to get it.
No, yeah. It's ridiculous. It really is. That's why I hate Snapchat.
Wait, I thought we were
use it. No, I seriously barely even use it.
Okay. What the difference is you guys have to know your generation X, Y, whatever they want to call it, Z. You do not communicate that way. If you really want an answer on something, you call them, actually talk to them, because it's a phone.
Yeah.
It is considered a telephone, a phone. Like when I was younger.
For communication.
Mine was tied to a damn wall. I didn't have it where I could take it away. I'd have to go into my room in a closet to hide to get it. Any kind of, you have a cord showing so they know where the hell I was. But the point is, it's not communication. All this stuff of what do you say, what do you think he says, just call each other. I just need to talk to her, get milk or something on the way home, or if you're in Wegmans or do something, stop and get this for me. She'll put me to voicemail.
I don't mean to.
Directly to voicemail.
No.
And then, it gets worse.
You don't even answer me.
She goes, what do you want? And a text.
No, I don't.
Yes,
no,
you have.
I don't.
Yes.
No.
What do you want? I called you. Then I got to stop. I'm like, all right, I'm driving. I can either get in an accident or stop at this light. I want to know this. When sometimes I get mad, I'll call right back. And sometimes she'll answer, but I just can't. I can't take it. If I'm calling you on it, and again, kids, it's a phone. You answer the ringing thing. All right? It's not that difficult. By the way, I don't know if any other parents out there, when you do these little small things like 3 letters that are supposed to mean a word, I don't know what the hell that means.
Like what?
What was it? BRB was Be Right Back. Eventually told me all those acronyms.
TTYL,
yes,
text you later.
Yeah,
text you later.
I don't. What the heck does that mean? So I'm going.
One time I said IK. I know. Right. I was like, what?
What? IK? You can't even spell it out for me. This is one of the shirts that the girls got me for. I like these. So I'm starting to wear these because
it's chili pepper.
It's chili pepper. I'm really, what do you call it? Spicy today.
You're feeling spicy?
Spicy G. Spicy G.
Spicy G.
There you go. Yeah. So, these little things that drive me crazy make me think. So, I'm going to try to stay off of TikTok and, sometimes...
Try.
I'm going to try. But sometimes if I can't sleep at night when I wake up and
Yeah, because he used to watch his movie shows, and now he watches TikTok.
And it's wrong. So I used to complain to her, and then now I'm not doing it hours a day because I asked her, how many hours are you on your phone or TikTok a day? She won't show me the hours that she's on. You know why? Because it's most of the...
An hour and 54 minutes.
On TikTok?
59 now.
Today?
I don't know.
You don't know. See,
No, that was not today. This is an hour and 59 on average.
A day?
Yeah.
That is so wrong. You're on your phone. First of all, that's...
No, I'm barely on my phone.
Oh, you know that. This is wrong. So I wanted to share some of this stuff with you today because this is just things that I drive me crazy today. There are other things, and then you go by, honey, it's sometimes I gotta, when she was at school, during the COVID thing. Let me tell that story.
Guess where I went today?
What? She went to my favorite place to get apple cider. And you better got me some. Did you give me donuts?
I only got one.
She doesn't care about me.
That's not true. I just was like, I told you guys I was going.
It hurts. I'm not going to say anymore.
You guys went one time when I was in dance. I was like, where are you guys? You guys were like, there. And you guys got 12 donuts and 2 apple ciders. Like the big apple ciders.
That's because she's done it to me. But listen, I'm going to go back a little bit, just a little bit, because this is a funny story. So, I work from home. So my daughter's room is actually on the other side of this wall. So during COVID, This
doesn't show you how much I hate school.
All right. This was just hilarious. But I did this because they give you at school. They're like, well, we don't have to go to school. They need to go for like 6 months. Remember that. And you're home. Well, you can log in and do it. And they give you the Chromebooks and they put them up. So what I would have to do every morning is wake her up at 7:30. She'd put her Chromebook on. First of all, she'd swing at me because she didn't want to wake up. Dad, leave me alone.
Yeah, I'm not a good morning person.
I get up, she puts her Chromebook on, and I'd be like, all right, you wake? Then I go back to my room behind her. Then all of a sudden, I'm doing a call or my Teams call, somebody's on the phone, and then I'd hear in the other, because they're right next to the walls here, so what do you think of that, Sydney? Dead silence. And I go, okay, I'm just part of me is listening, but I'm doing something else. Then, next thing was, Sydney? And I'm like in my head, I'm going, oh shit. I gotta run over there because that woman fell asleep. And I go in there, this is her. The laptop's up, you have the screens of the students, and I go, Sydney, wake up. And it's already on mute, so I know that she's... And she goes, she quickly goes, oh, hits the button, and like, yeah, sorry, I was just in the bathroom, she goes. And her eyes aren't even open. They're not even open. If you can picture this. And then she goes, oh, well, I was asking you. I'm sorry. She asked me that question. And she answers it, and she goes back. And you know what she does after that? Not thank you, Dad, for waking me up and doing it. She goes, now leave me alone. And goes back to sleep.
I don't have time for school. Like, I don't.
And I'm sure none of you kids did this, right? I'm sure you all were very studitive, whatever you call it. And we're actually paying attention. But that's how it got. And this wasn't one day. This was almost every day I'd have to go in there and wake her up. This is how we got.
Were rough.
It was I go, how bad does it have to get where you can't even stay awake after sleeping all night and just paying attention? So that was fun. I had to share this, but again, like you said, I hated school.
I hate school. Hate it. Hate. Like, no. Ugh. I'll go later to college for a business degree or something, but I'm too busy with, like, dance and jobs and everything. But, oh my gosh, I hate school. But when I found out I had COVID...
Oh my God. This is a good story. This will be quick. I won't take a while. So we had our favorite place and we did Chinese food. We're not going to say where, but it doesn't matter. But here we would, at least once or twice a week, Cindy and I love Chinese, the buffet. So we'd go there, eat our food, two or three trips up there. Taking it back, we're eating, because this is when they were open, but you had to be separate, like 3 or 4 tables down. It was kind of annoying.
Yeah.
But we went up there, and you'd have to wear your mask, but then you got to sit down, then you could pull your mask down and eat. But what? Whatever. But the point was, she's eating her chicken. Normally, she's watching a show, so she wouldn't pay attention to me. But then she goes, Dad? And I'm like, what? I can't taste this. I look at her. You gotta be freaking kidding me. She's eating chicken wings, and I go, try this other thing that was normally hot. She goes, I can't taste this. I go, son of a bitch. You... And this was in like January, February, where it just came out, there's no vaccine, nothing. And she's like, I can't taste this. I'm like, you better be kidding me. I'm tasting, I'm like, oh, this is okay, I'm going to do this. But you know, they said it was highly contagious. And I'll be damned, 2 days later, I am dying. Because this...
He thought he was going to die, I'm not kidding.
I swear to God.
He was like telling me, I had to stay up all night, even though I was sick.
Couldn't freaking breathe.
Yes, you could.
I couldn't, I was dying.
He wouldn't go to bed.
I love you. If this is my last day, it's over.
Literally. He was like, this is my last time. I love you so much. Please take everything like I've taught you. I'm like, Dad, shut up. Like, yes. You're fine.
I couldn't breathe.
He was fine.
And
he was stressing himself out. Like, he was literally going to give himself a heart attack.
And to her, it was just a cold. You know, it lasted for 3 or 4 days. And these kids are walking around going, because there's no big deal. Hey, you got the vid? I got the vid. You got the vid? I got the vid. Yes, I take out my whole entire family. I was death for like 5 days. And I still had to try to work. But the point is, I try to save her school life. What do I get for that? COVID. And there's another funny story I gotta say when we had the COVID. I know we're going long, but listen. You remember those times we used to go to like Chick-fil-A or something like this? We would go in line, and I would go in the line in person, and I would go, I had a cough. I didn't have it. I went twice. The people behind me looked at me like, are you effing kidding me? How dare you cough? And I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm fine. You look at them, and they look at you like,
you're crazy.
How dare you even come in here? How dare you?
Oh, COVID times, yeah.
I'm telling, and at the end, I'm like, I didn't have it. They looked at you like you were killing them by even being this close. They back up like.
And give you those eyes.
Yes, I was like, really? You're going to do that right now? No? So, all right, enough COVID stuff. That was a funny time.
Yeah,
But now you can look back and laugh, but yeah, she tried to kill me. That was the time. I was like 5 days, I'm like, honey, I don't know if I'm going to make it tonight, but if I don't, she's like, Dad, you're really irritating.
No, like, I was getting pissed at this point. Like, I was so mad.
I could hardly breathe at night. So
we were having my uncle talk to him and
I was on death's doorstep.
Like, he was talking to anybody he could and be like, is this normal? Like, am I going to be okay? Like,
Cause back then, but I didn't think I was. I was like, you know what? She tried to kill me. So, enough of the COVID stuff. I want to finish up with something real quick.
This
generation thing. Let's go back to that. You know, your generation, I'm glad you guys are smart and you don't drink and drive, which is an important thing. It's very important.
No.
It is very important.
This generation's ridiculous with that. I mean, honestly, it has been going on for years, and it's sad, but this generation is actually crazy with it, and it's so stupid. So stupid. So, if you ever think about drinking and driving, do not do it. Like, there's been times where I've driven out to places and like my friends will drink and I don't. Like I won't even have a sip of anything because if I'm driving, I'm the designated driver. Like a driver doesn't need to have anything. And I know some people will have like one drink and be okay, which is also fine. But like also, I feel like one can be like, oh, I'm fine off one, and then like you get two, and then you just have too much.
But the good part is I really believe like, and I thought for years you tell them your children, and I tell mine. Call me for anything. At least some things stick to the wall that you stay in. Thank God.
Yeah.
So that's important. So I feel like they do listen a little bit. Maybe. I hope.
Oh, yeah.
We do.
I feel like our generation's very independent, and they think they're invincible sometimes, though. And thinks, like, we're right. We think we're right a lot. So we have to put ourselves through things for us to learn, which is completely understandable. I'm the same exact way. Like, my dad will tell me, and then I'll have to put myself through it, and then, like, I'll be like, oh, okay, now I get it, because I went through it.
But hopefully people listen to this one, and I hope people get something out of this, that I don't understand Generation Z, whatever you guys call yourselves.
Gen Z.
It's the TikTok, it's the phones. I mean, I can't understand how this stuff works because you guys just don't communicate with each other. You could talk to 10 people at once. You could have FaceTime calls with 10 people, but you guys don't really get to know each other.
Right. It's like when we're in person, sometimes you get weird or like, I don't know, you don't know how to act or something.
Exactly.
Like you freeze up almost. I don't know.
And as I've told you.
Or you overthink too much. Like there's people, like, I see it because I'm on TikTok and I see people saying relatable, and it's like when I have a whole conversation in my head before it actually happens.
We almost have to prepare for it. In our generation, we didn't have this, so we had to talk to people. So what I'm saying to you is put the phones down. If I was saying, get your 25 or 100 people that you're hanging out with now, I promise you, and I've told Sydney this, you will not have them. You'll have a core group of people that eventually stay. Everybody else going to college or do this or do that.
Yeah.
And these devices of TikTok and all that, they're making relationships last by the streaks or whatever stuff you guys call this.
Yeah.
When it shouldn't. It should just die. Because you don't have anything in common anymore. It's just a number saying, hey, I can send this picture and I get all my streaks done and I keep everybody going. Why do you have it go?
Yeah,
what is a streak?
It's like
why does it need to be a streak?
It's like an invisible line of communication that we just, like, I feel like it has such a threshold on people. Like, I don't care about streaks. I snap people who I want to snap sometimes, but it's just like, what's it matter? What's that going to do for me?
Exactly.
Just keep in tie with the person by seeing their face once a day? Like, I don't know. Weird.
So, my advice as an older person, not that old, of course, but an older person for your Gen Z or Gen X or whatever the heck you call yourselves, get off your phones, talk to people, and get to know them. And you know what?
Yeah,
get
to know them for who they are.
Right,
truly.
Be you. Enjoy the things that you have. And you know what? Family's important. God's important. Yeah. All these things are important in life. And these people that are digital that you never talk to, you're not going to have them as friends later. You're going to have 10 people that you talk to, whoever eventually comes to your wedding when you get married. But in the end, those aren't friends. Those are acquaintances.
Right.
So, important to know the difference. Mm-hmm. So, I hope this helps somebody out. This is a little bit of therapy for me. I don't know. Between you and me, I think it's a little bit of therapy.
Yeah.
But there's more stuff that we can talk about. This is just one. This is just understanding your generation. There's more that, get a little edgier, but we can't talk about that stuff right now.
Right.
Let's save that for a different time.
Yeah, we're going to save it for a different podcast for sure. Well, that's one thing I'm also grateful for, because my dad was that F-boy when he was younger.
What the hell's that?
You
What's an F-boy?
Like...
You know what? I don't want to know.
You were a player.
Yes, of course.
And, like, would mess with girls, and my Aunt Bonnie would be like because my Aunt Bonnie, who dates my Uncle Rod.
No, married your Uncle Rod.
Oh, yeah.
Not dating.
Sorry. Yeah. That my aunt and uncle, they've been together since...
They were teenagers, which rarely works, but it does work for them.
Yeah. And basically, my dad was always in the picture with them because that was my dad's brother at the time. And my Aunt Bonnie...
he's still not my brother, but yes, of course he's my brother still. But the good try, honey.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Did I say at the time?
At the time, yeah.
Oh, my... So then, my Aunt Bonnie was like the sidekick woman for my dad because she would always have girls crying to her and being like, oh, what did they say to her? Like,
what do I have to do to be a favorite? Why can't he just get back to me? And, my sister-in-law now would just say, you got to stop being mean to them, or stop doing this or stop doing that. But they couldn't check on me. They didn't have my location. I didn't have a phone back then. We had
locations and
we didn't have that.
And all that, like, picture taking.
And you know what? I could say something to them and deny it. There's no video proof. We had it easier. I really, truly agree with it. But we could go into that on another thing. But I can tell you, it is different now. In some ways, I worry about your generation. But
my dad, basically, the other thing is my dad is a great advocate to, like, tell me how boys are and the boys' minds are. Like, I've always been aware of that since I was little because he's always, like, put that into my head because he was one, so.
Right. And you know what? I wouldn't change anything about my life and how it is now. Mm-hmm. I've learned a lot. Mm-hmm. But as you always said to me, sometimes I say to her this. She will listen. Sometimes she has to go through it to realize, yeah. And I want to say, I told you so, but that doesn't help.
No, yeah.
Parents, it doesn't help. You know you're right, but sometimes you got to let them go through it.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't change anything. I love my baby.
I love you, Dad.
Mwah. We will do another one of these, and the other one's going to be edgier, but I hope you guys got something out of this, because I enjoyed it.
I did. I definitely did. I got some good laughs.
All right, everyone. Have a good day. Thank you.
Bye, guys. Have a good night.